Hey there, you triathlon studs and studettes. This is Coach Brett, and I'm coming to you from the piney woods of East Texas, southeast of Tyler right now. And I'm out on a 3-hour bike ride. I have a few things to talk to you about real quick, mostly about nutrition. But I'm on the second loop. I thought I'd mention I'm on the second loop of this route. And see the beautiful pine forest. It's all pretty pine forest. It's real hilly. You can't tell right where the spot that I'm at, but that's like a 12% grade hill right there. And just beyond that hill, over there, is the meanest, rudest dog. And he can almost catch me, and now I'm on my second loop. And I'm kind of worried he is going to be able to catch me. That dog can run and bite at the same time. And I'm on a narrow country road at the moment, but so I have to be a little bit cautious of cars because there's not much room for cars. There's very few cars, but they drive real weird around, you know. So, home of the noonday onion, you know what I'm saying? So, I want to talk about nutrition. I've been working a lot on nutrition lately. And just for example, I want to show you. I'm out on this bike ride. I'm eating a guacamole sandwich where I just took 2 pieces of bread, and you can buy guacamole spread that already has pico de gallo in it and stuff like that, and put that in there. And guacamole is really good because it's got a lot of fat in it. It's got a lot of calories, and it's healthy. It's a fruit. It's got fiber. It's all kinds of good stuff. So anyway, I've been listening to the audiobook that Tim Ferriss just put out, the 4-Hour Body, which I think everybody ought to listen to. You have to remember it's oriented, whatever, towards not endurance athletes, but to putting on muscle or cutting fat and stuff like that. So it's going to be a really popular book. So you're going to hear a lot about the slow carb diet instead of the low carb, which is a really cool idea, where you eat foods that don't spike your insulin levels and cause you to store your calories as fat like that if you don't use them. So more like slow release foods, I guess, is a better way to think of it. And so instead of sugary stuff and fruit, you eat things more like beans and nuts, which release the calories more slowly, and no bread and things like that. So let me do this. Switch hands for a second. I'm pooped. But anyway, I've been eating like that for a little while. And eating less. I've noticed that I finally figured out that my main problem in triathlon is that I overfuel. So I've been cutting back on the fuel, and I've had some of my best workouts ever. And this morning I ran my fastest hour and a half. Yesterday, I think I ran my fastest hour, for training. Anyway, burp. So, basically, one of the most important things is to realize you really don't need any fuel at all for an hour to hour and a half. And if you're taking on fuel for an hour to an hour and a half workout, you're really not helping yourself all that much. And most of our workouts, our shorter workouts, are half an hour to hour, maybe hour and a half. And we're not helping ourselves by putting more calories on than what we need because we're storing it as fat, which is weight, which is slowing us down. So, okay, switch hands again. So, what I recommend is that you give it a try. You try going a hour workout with no food, and if you're used to having food, you'll get hunger pangs, but just ignore them and watch what happens. I bet you go faster even. I'll make sure you hydrate. And I got a car coming here. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. That was nice. I gave my arm a break. So anyway, especially if you're going, if you're staying in zone 2 and not going anaerobic, if you're not going to the point where you're huffing and you're labored breathing and legs are burning, well then you're not really using sugar anyways at that point until you go over that point, past that point. So you shouldn't be eating sugary stuff anyway. I challenge you to eliminate sugar completely from your diet. I took it completely out of my coffee, my tea, everything. Don't add sugar, just eat it plain. I mean, be hardcore, right? So Anyway, I want you to think pretty hard about it and watch what happens. Give it a practice study. Give it the old college try. See what happens. You might be really surprised. I was really surprised. It broke me through completely to a new level of training. To start going without so much food on my workouts, and then all of a sudden it felt like I had been unchained, and then just released to fly. Man, it's really good. It's a whole nother level for me, and now I'm talking with Emily about trying to qualify for things. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I better get back on the bike, and it's getting to be evening time. So the deer and the wild boar, we have wild boar around here, like a lot of it. I can hear them in the bushes. And the deer is one thing. You can hit one on your bike and break your neck, but boar will come after you, and they have tusks, and they whip their head back and forth real fast and gore you. That's a gore. Like they rip you up through your arteries, and then you bleed to death. And you try to climb a tree to get away from them. It's crazy, man. And they're out here. I see them all the time. So, oh, and it's freezing, dude. Oh my God, man. I'm wearing like freaking 16 layers of clothes. I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks and then plastic bags over my feet, like grocery sacks that are cut down so they don't hang out on my shoes. And I'm wearing a surfing rash guard underneath arm warmers, underneath a vest. Wild pigs. Yeah, there's something over there. That's probably an armadillo. Anyway, I better get going. Out.